All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. For today's video, we're going to be taking our very first look at the new light Sirius armor for Luna Snow, one of the 3 new uniforms that we just got from today's mid-month patch. I feel like Sirius light armor flows a little bit better, but they decided to call it the light Sirius armor. It is what it is. I currently have it at legendary. I'm still thinking about doing a comparison between this one and this one, even though this one is currently a legendary. So I might end up doing that depending on how this uniform performs in today's showcase. So you guys let me know what you think, okay? If anything, we might come back and revisit the uniform once I have it at Mythic in about 4 days time, because as you can see, I'm a couple days off with the biometric for Luna Snow. I have a biometric subscription running at the moment, so I will have the bios to get it done, and I don't want to spend tickets on her if I'm so close. Okay, so for Luna Snow, these are the changes that the character is receiving. The first, and like I guess the biggest one, is her 4-star passive is being changed from what it's been since the very moment she came into the game, and on her last 2 uniforms. This is a pretty big thing. So it's being changed from something that was luck and skill based to just being a flat attack buffing passive. So right here on her newest uniform, you can see it's just going to give her 10% all attack or all basic attack, all basic defense, and then 5% speed. I don't know if I prefer this or if I prefer the old way of playing Luna Snow, which was a little bit more skill based, because you had to remember the order in which to activate certain skills, because if you activate them in a certain order, you have a 60% chance of refreshing the skill that you used previously, and then you can build up your tier 3 faster and overall getting more damage. But at the exact same time, it wasn't always just skill based. There is some luck in there, because it's only a 60% chance to reset certain skills. So even if you hit the skills in the right order, if you get unlucky and you roll that 40%, yeah, your damage might be lower just because you didn't get lucky. So it is what it is. I get what they're going for. Maybe they want to simplify the character to make her more appealing to everybody. But here's the thing. Marvel Future Fight is a very simple game. Having one character that's a little bit skill based, but at the exact same time a little bit reliant on luck isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. If anything, I would have preferred if they'd made this 100% chance and then completely removed the RNG from it, and then made it completely skill based. So you have to remember the order in which to play the skills, right? That's what I would have preferred instead of the attack buff, or in addition to the attack buff. But it's not what I prefer. It's not what I want. It's what the majority wants or the majority needs. So maybe this is what they needed. Okay. So that's the first big change. In addition to that, obviously on her uniform bonus, I don't know why I clicked the preview menu, we'll go in there in a second. On her uniform bonus, they added a little bit more cold damage, so now we have 25% cold damage here versus on the old one we had 15%. And then on her passive, we already showed you the 10%, but on her 5th skill, she also now has 10% all attack, which was not there previously. So they put a little bit of buffs in here to make up for the fact that you are gonna miss out on some extra damage because you won't be able to refresh the skills as you would before. I did a little bit of testing with her, and you seem to be able to get the tier 3 on the 2nd rotation regardless of whether or not you can refresh the skills. So I don't think she's gonna be losing too much damage. She might ultimately lose a little bit, but maybe the new skills just do enough damage to make up for that. I can't say for sure yet, just because of the fact that I don't have the uniform at Mythic, right? And I do want to do a full side-by-side when I have the uniforms at Mythic, so I can say with 100% certainty that yeah, this. But even then, I don't think I will be able to say with 100% certainty, because of this passive. This passive, there's always going to be that 40% chance where you roll and you don't get the skill to refresh, right? So it's going to be like inconsistent across the board regardless, but it is what it is. We'll see how they stack up to each other today, and then maybe we'll come back later on. I do like the new skills on the uniform. I will say maybe I just like the visual change, because like I'm a visualist, you know, I'm a visual guy. Men are visual creatures, right? And I do like the new skill changes. Like, for one, I do like the new 4th skill. I really like it. The 5th skill is pretty much staying the same. You can instant cancel that. Key thing to note, you do not want to cancel Luna Snow's new 2 skill. As you can see, before you could cancel it way faster if you just take a look at the old uniform. Or is it speed? Down here, you could just boom, boom, and then it's done, right? But with the new uniform, you kind of have to let her play out the full animation. Well, you kind of had to either way, but the animation is a little bit longer, especially since there's a slow-mo there. But you can see there's a lot of hits, so you do not want to cancel it, because if you do this and then instantly cancel it, you can see you're missing out on a lot of hits if you cancel it early. So make sure you let that 2 skill play out in its entirety, so you get all those juicy hits. Same goes for the new 3rd skill. You want to make sure she lands, because when she lands, you can see those icicles falling. Like, you can wait until she's just about to touch the ground, but again, it's really, really close, so you kind of have to let her slam, because if she doesn't slam, on the plus side, it's a full iframe true and true even when she lands, so you don't have to worry about getting slapped by the boss if you land right in front of them. But yeah, you don't want to cancel that, so that's a bit of a bummer, because it's slowing you down and you might waste a few seconds out of your damage prop, because now you have 2 additional skills where you have to let them play out if you want to get the full amount of damage from them, right? You can instantly cancel the 4th skill as soon as she steps. The 5th skill, as soon as, I'll show you, as soon as you see her start rising, you can cancel it and you'll still get the 200 plus hits. The 1 skill, as soon as you jump over their head, you can cancel, but the 3 and the 2, you have no choice but to let them play out. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We'll jump into some content today. We'll show you how she does. I am playing her with a CTP of Rage, just because of the fact that for the longest time, all I've been using Luna Snow for was ABX. So we're going to try her out with a Rage today, and then maybe if you guys want to see a Judgment, hit me in the comments, and we can try her out with Judgment as well, because obviously she's remaining as a cold damage, ice-based character, so we can definitely test her. I don't think she's going to play really well with an Obelisk, I'll tell you that. Like, I think she will still do great, but that's just because she has maybe good damage, not necessarily because she's fitting for that kind of custom gear. So we'll see, might try that, but I think either Judgment or Rage is going to be where it's at. Maybe that's why they decided to give out a Judgment in the legendary battle for Shang-Chi, because they knew that Luna Snow was going to be deserving of one. We'll have to wait and see. But anyways, with that being said, let us jump into some content, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, let me show you the uniform options. So far we have White Fox, which I just roll for crowd control because I don't need to dodge, because we're working with CTP of Rage right now. We have Vision, we have Nightcrawler, which is yikes, and then we have Jean Grey, Marvel Girl, which is also yikes, and then the last one you just seen right here is Green Goblin, which is kind of yikes, especially since he cannot be awakened. Maybe for Halloween this year they'll awaken Green Goblin and then maybe make him meta for Moonstone and them. We'll see. Anyways, let's jump in, let's have some fun. We're gonna rock out on stage 19 against Null and see how it works out for her. We're rocking with White Fox. Maybe I should give her some ignore dodge, because she doesn't have any ignore dodge. I think she has like 3% based on my cards, right? Yeah, and then since I'm not using Valkyrie, because I can't, because Valkyrie is not a human, yeah, let's go ahead and we'll use this leadership, but that's going to give her 36%. And I don't want all of her attacks to miss, because then he's going to make her look weaker than she actually is. So we'll rock with maybe 3 ignore dodge strikers. I know I tested Sharon Rogers without strikers, but that's because my Sharon Rogers has a CTP of energy, so that gave her like, what is it, like 40% ignore dodge pretty much, plus the 30 from what's her face. So let's just grab an ignore dodge striker here. So that's pretty much max, right? We got 60 from here and 30, yeah, 36 from Monica, and then another 3% from my card. So we'll be fine. We'll go like this. All right, ladies and gents, let's see how well Luna Snow does. Now keep in mind, when you're watching different people's comparisons for Luna Snow, Sharon Rogers, and all these characters, now that White Fox is in the mix, the uniform that White Fox has will play a big role, whether it's the one that costs crystals or if it's the one that costs cash, because the one that costs cash offers a lot more to your characters. Okay, so just something for you to note there. Okay, we use the co-op button to skip the cage, which is beautiful. Alright, I was hoping to get out a little bit there. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, let's go pop tier 3, 4, 5, 1. Not that, because we don't have super armor. Then we'll use 2. When we have the immunity up, we'll use 1 again. Use 2. We go 5. Up. 5, 4. Tier 3 again. Then we go 1, 2, 3, Just keep going with the ones and the twos. Just keep going with the ones and the twos, boys. Nice, we blocked it. Alright, so we're gonna pop the 5, follow up by the tier 3. So we're gonna have to run away because we don't have damage reduction and we do not want to die. Keep in mind, if you don't have damage reduction, the higher you go, the more likely you are to be one-shotted by the boss. I wish I had one of my other skills that didn't move me into this. If I had the 5th ready, I'm going to use the 2, I'm going to use the tier 3, use the 5, the 4, the 1, use the 3, the 2, and we got caught up in the blade twister there. That's unfortunate. And he's not in a very favorable spot for me. Okay, we're going to have to try and cut through the middle here. Oof. Yep. Nice. Okay, I need him to look the other way. Ooh, we're so close. We're so close to getting him to 7 bars. Okay, so let's not have him take up the whole map with this goop. Alright, then we're gonna just tag Monica. And then we'll wait until he drops down. Then we'll tag Luna in. Pop the 2, pop the 3. And we're gonna do the tier 3 so we can get some damage off of him while he's doing that. Yep. Now we are kind of wasting her damage accumulation, but I think we should be able to rebuild our tier 3 fast enough. Okay, I'm stuck outside. Stupid range on that what do you call it, forward skill. Okay, there it is. There's the okay, so not bad in terms of clear speed, not bad, but I'm gonna reserve my final judgment in regards to whether or not you should purchase this uniform. Let me try her out against Mephisto and see how she does. Let me know what you guys think of her so far. We're gonna just go ahead and just drop Sharon Rogers from here. We're using her on the exact same stages that we use Sharon Rogers, so you can see how she does by contrast, but do keep in mind that the CTP of energy has a big advantage. Alright, ladies and gents, let us see how she performs against Mephisto. Do keep in mind that she does have a type advantage, being a speed character. Let's go with the 1, go with the 3, squeeze in the 2. Let's pop the tier 3 here. Let's go with the 2, and 1, then the 3. 3 looks like it has good damage on it. Let's pop. Try and squeeze in the 3 more, I guess. Okay. Blade twisters coming for me. Let's pop. I think I'm gonna follow up right after using the tier 3 with the 3rd skill, because I think it does more damage. Okay, we gotta run here. And Luna Snow's base, oh gosh, yeah, Luna Snow's base movement speed is really bad. Like, it's one of the worst. I remember playing her against Ebony Maw, and she would always get caught by his shadow attacks and get killed because her movement speed is just garbage. And even now, when I have the maximum amount of movement speed that I could possibly have, it's still bad. It's one of the reasons why I don't really play her with the old uniform, but we'll see if this new uniform here could make me want to play her more. We'll see. Let's pop the 1, 2, go tier 3, let's go 4, 3, 5. Okay, we gotta move. Let's slow it down. Oh, we got caught by the blade twister. Oh, that's annoying. Wow, her tier 3 literally saved her life there. Oh, well, Okay. We tagged at literally the right time, bro. Like, wow. Anyways, Blade Twister caught me and almost ruined the entire thing. So we'll do 4, 5, 2, 1, tier 3. And then follow with 3 right after. Then we'll do 2. We'll squeeze into 1, 4, 5. And then once he starts attacking, we're just gonna... Okay, never mind, we got him. Okay, so it's not the worst clear speed here. I'll tell you that. 2 minutes, it's not the worst. But here's the thing. With White Fox now in the mix, a lot of these characters are gonna be clearing much faster than they could before if they have the leadership tag. So I will reserve my my final judgment on this uniform. Is it a good upgrade for her? Yes. However, is it far superior to the uniform that she had before? I don't know yet. And I'm going to reserve my judgment until I get this uniform to Mythic and play with it a little bit more. So if you're on the fence about it, here's the thing. If you were down here playing with Luna Snow like this, yeah, sure, pick this up. If you had this, yeah, sure, pick this up. It's the same situation as Sharon Rogers. It's actually scary how similar it is. Like, if you were playing Sharon Rogers with these 2 uniforms before, then yeah, jump straight to this. But if you were in a situation where you have this uniform, you might not need to pick this one up. We'll have to wait and see. And it's the same thing for Sharon Rogers, where if you had her newest uniform, you might not want to go for this. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, saving my final judgment until I play with the character some more. First impressions, she's looking good. But how good? I'm going to wait and see. All right. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.